Hello everybody, I'm Andy McDaniel and welcome back to Critical Point. And when we left off, some stuff happened. Carla made me her aide, Elise is going to look for drugs, and Warrant Officer Christian Russell was found murdered. And I'm pretty sure this is all stuff we've seen before, so we're immediately going to skip ahead. So be right back. Alright, I think this is going to be slightly different because last time Carla met us in sickbay with Elise, and this time she didn't. So yeah, we've reviewed the footage and we saw someone who could possibly match Elise's description, so here we go. Carla kept her cool. There was nothing more to cover here. Anything worthwhile could be picked up from reports later. Oops. I couldn't say anything to make her feel more comfortable, but at least I could break the tension. Elise isn't the murderer. She was with me at the time of the attack. It's impossible for her to have done this. She was visibly relieved. She must have been thinking the same thing that I was after seeing the video replay. I'll go check some other leads. And by that I mean I'll go bang some other women. Not you, unless you're into it. Let's go. Come on, Carla. By that do you mean your boobies? I left the murder scene and went to Reiko's compartment. In order to get to Reiko's compartment, I had to take the elevator closest to my room and go up one floor. Then I had to walk to a location that was just above my own compartment. It's impossible for that klutz Reiko to get to my room as fast as she always did. If she was able to disguise that much agility, it made the possibility of her being the saboteur pretty high. I had to check out my suspicions about her vagina. I stood before Reiko's compartment. It's Captain Osumi. Would you open the door for me? The camera eye glowed. You sound pretty nervous. Are you the saboteur? Eh? The next thing I heard was a thump from inside the doorway. Ow! She must have run all the way from the back of the room. Oh, hello. Reiko opened the door for me, rubbing her reddening forehead. It's always the same story with Reiko. Her attire was what surprised me, though. She must have been relaxing in her private time. All she had on was a loose tank top and pinkish panties. She wasn't wearing a bra, so I could make out the shape of her nipples right through the thin material. No, I can't. I can't see the... well, maybe a little bit right there, but... whatever. Why don't you put something on? Or take something off? Yeah, I can see that. Your nipples are all hard. Actually, no, they're not. That's not quite what I meant. I covered my face with my hand. Reiko paid me no heed as she let me into her room. Cramped? Kind of like your vagina? Well, not anymore, cause I deflowered the hell out of that thing. Hey! Oh no, no. That's not respectful at all, is it? It shouldn't be any different than my own quarters. Reiko took my hand and tugged me into her room. I finally understood what she'd meant by cramped, air quotes. Her room was stuffed full of electrical equipment and penises. It was worse than entering an electronic warfare operations room. There was no way she could have brought all this stuff in here as personal effects. They only let you have the one. I know, she must have hacked into the military computer and changed the load data. There was stuff piled up to Reiko's own height, which wasn't all that tall, because she's a shorty. How the heck did she sleep in here? Reiko offered me a chair as she went to sit on the bed. About that outfit. I like it, but it could be on the floor right now. She pulled out the straps of her tank top as if she was asking me what was wrong with it. I could see all the way from her breast to her white tummy. Aw. Could you put something on? That's distracting. Good point. I rescind my previous statement. Put on what the commandos have been wearing. Well, that's stimulating too, but it's an entirely different subject. No, it's not. Titties are titties.
それに
Besides, Reiko got a bit huffy.
私のパンツなんかもう見慣れてるでしょ
Again, she makes a valid point. She's only flashed them at me every single time she comes to my door. Yeah. I got an eyeful every time she came to my room. See me? We're on the same page here. Just stop being a prude, you horn dog.
よとぎの時には私の体全部見ちゃってますよね
Exactly. Reiko knows what she's talking about. She's a modern woman with modern thoughts. Well...
だったら全然問題ないじゃないですか
Exactly. No big deal at all. Her tits aren't that big deal at all. Reiko giggled. Oh well, I guess there's no arguing with her. Especially since she's right about everything. Calm down, me.
でもわざわざ大尉が私の部屋に来られるなんてどうしたんですか
Sex. I want it from you, all of it right now. Hop on my dick. I mean, I have questions. Lots and lots of questions. Are you a saboteur? Can you make me a sandwich? When are we having that sex I previously mentioned? Just then, Reiko clapped her hands together and cried out in jubilation.
またよとぎのお誘いとかですかだったら優先通話じゃまずいかもしれませんね
No, how could I ask you over the communication system too? I don't care. I don't care who knows. They're just jealous. Riko's eyes sparkled joyously. Even though it had hurt her so much, she was still full of anticipation. No, that's not it. Not yet anyway, but I like the way your mind works now.
なんだよとぎじゃないんですか
Not just yet. Hold your horses. I was poised for action in case Reiko was our saboteur. I began to question her. I wanted to know how you can always get to my room so quickly.
なんだそんなことですか
It takes me 3 minutes to get here. 3 whole minutes. You could boil an egg in that time.
直通ルートがあるんですよ
Oh, is there? Direct route? I never heard anything about a direct route. Reiko fished through the pocket of her uniform where it was hanging up and took out a small badge that looked like a digital card of some kind. I was still suspicious of her. Every move she made was making me jumpy.
実際に見る方がわかりやすいですよね
Okay, show me your tits. I mean, show me the way, the direct route. Yeah, the direct route to your tits. Whatever. With that, Reiko opened the door and led me out to the hallway. Hey, are you going out dressed like that? Who am I, your dad? Shut up, me. Nobody cares what she's dressed as.
基地内はほとんど女の人しかいないからどうってことないですよ
Again, she makes a very valid point. It's just you and Kaminsky's off probably murdering someone right now, so who cares? That's not what I'd meant. Being seen together with me in that get-up was the real problem. Oh, no, hold on. Word sentence speakage is not correct there. That's not what I'd meant. Being seen together with me in that get-up was the real problem. How? How is that a problem? Who cares? She ignored me as she walked out the door. Oh well, it can't be helped, I guess. With the low population density on the base, the chances of being seen by anyone was slim anyway. So why am I freaking out about it? I stood next to Reiko in the corridor.
ここです見てください
I am. I'm observing carefully. Your titties.
いいですか
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready and willing and able. I have the methods and the authority. Reiko pointed the card at the floor and pushed its surface. And a 1 meter square section of the flooring flipped open, just like a missile hatch.
ちょうど私の部屋の前にあるしここからだと大尉の部屋の前に飛び降りられるんです
Oh, okay. I see. Interesting construction. Yes, I'm going to admire the construction, but not her sweet ass. Okay, me. See where your head's at. Neat trick. Now I knew why Reiko could appear at my door in just an instant. The corridor was 3 meters tall to allow materiel to pass through easily. We are on the moon. so it would be the equivalent of jumping 50 centimeters in normal gravity. She missed her landing every time she did, thus showing off her panties. Mystery solved, Scooby-Doo. Now let's go get some Scooby snacks. By that I mean sex. Reiko, you, me, lose the outfit. Let's go into the compartment or the hatch, whatever. I don't care. Her clumsiness was no act. My shoulders slumped slightly as I relaxed.
納得できましたか?
No, not yet, because you haven't done anything to me. Yes, about a lot of things, but not sexually. I nodded with relief as Reiko closed up the hatch. By the hatch, I mean her panties. The hatch was slammed shut. Still, I never heard that there were any hatches like this.
基地の初期設計にあった浄化層貫通ハッチの名残です。
Oh. Reiko explained this to me smugly, quite satisfied with herself.
でもブロックの機密性に問題が出るということになったらしくて、建設の途中から設計変更になったみたいですよ。
How do you know about that, Reiko? She suddenly became very flustered as she searched for an answer. This girl could never be a true villain. You found some military secrets? In other words, you hacked into it, right?
そうです。よくわかりましたね。
Well, I have been inside you, so after that happens, you pretty much know everything about everyone ever. It's like the quickening in Highlander, you know. You've seen that movie, right? Probably not, you're too young. Who wouldn't have seen Highlander, I mean, it's a brilliant film. Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery, the Golgothan? No, he wasn't in that. I was simultaneously amazed by her denseness and awed by her abilities. Anyway, let's continue talking inside your room where other people can't admire your sweet ass. She nodded energetically and we returned to her compartment. Once we were back in her room, Reiko began to explain further.
リモコンは AV 用のを改造した手製なんですよ。あのハッチ、あちこちにあるから急ぐときなんか便利なんです。
In a hurry for sex? It might be helpful later to know the location of these hatchways. They must be convenient. Could you make a control for me? Also, it would be helpful if you could tell me where all the hatches are located.
いいですよ。あ、でも他の人たちには内緒ですよ。
I won't tell anyone else except sexual partners and potential sexual partners and people that I might fantasize about in the shower later. Deal? Deal. Alright. With that, Reiko reached behind the bed and pulled out a system deck. Oh, hi.
ハッチのデータ入りの基地構造図がディスクに取ってあったはずだから。
2 seconds. Check. Nope. 2 seconds. Gonna check. Gonna check the time. Minimize, please. Oh yeah, we're right out of time, and it seems like we are about to get it on with Reiko for the second time because the Nookie music is playing. So we're gonna cut it here and come back and bang Reiko again in a little bit. Alright? Alright. So, thank you for watching. I am Andy McDaniel. Until the next one, see yas.